Just over a week away from the Memorial Day holiday, the Ohio Department of Health says there's high toxin levels found at a handful of beaches at Grand Lake. Madison Conjura has the story.
The Ohio Department of Health's Beach Guard program issued a health advisory on May 15th warning against the contact with water at Maine East, Camp, Maine West, and Windy Point Beach.
Grand Lake St. Mary's has had a long history of excess nutrient loading. The nutrients in Grand Lake St. Mary's come from external tributaries. That's water that flows into the lake. The nutrients also come from inside the lake. They come from the sediment that the lake sits on top of. When those two different pools of nutrients kind of come together, they can provide excess nutrients that can fuel a harmful algal bloom. In Grand Lake St. Mary's, the typical harmful algal bloom is dominated by a species of cyanobacteria known as Planktothrix.
Planktothrix can produce harmful algal toxins. In Grand Lake, the most prevalent toxin is microcystin toxin, which can cause adverse effects in humans and other animals.
When an individual comes in contact with the toxin, it does have the potential to interfere with the neurosystem, potentially with the hepatic system. And these things have been documented. They've been documented in studies.
Studies show acute intoxication causes symptoms like stomach pain, headaches, muscle weakness, and liver damage. Prolonged exposure to microcystin is linked to cancer cell growth. Microcystin can also cause damage in the liver of dogs and livestock, leading to death, but no human fatalities have been reported.
The contact advisory is set at about 8 micrograms per liter. The value currently is about 4 times that, maybe a little bit more, in excess of that contact warning.
The water toxin levels of Grand Lake St. Mary's are closely being monitored by the Salina Water Treatment Plant, Ohio's State Department of Health, and the Department of Natural Resources. Their studies have shown microcystin toxic levels tend to spike during this time of year and early to mid-fall.
While the no contact warning may be very noticeable this week, with Memorial Day and those sorts of holidays coming up, the reality is the level's been in excess of 8 for the past 3 or so weeks. So that's been in effect for almost a month now.
Residents of the area can help solve this issue by avoiding to use products that contain high levels of nitrogen and phosphorus in their lawns and on their fields. Reporting from Wright State University Lake Campus, I'm Madison Conjura, your News Now.